Hey everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. If you're new here, I'm Mike. Today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit how you can reveal a narcissist's true colors, okay? If this video relates with you or you resonate with it, please like, hit the thumbs up button, please comment down your thoughts, opinions, wisdom, feedback, etc. And please subscribe. Thank you very much. So let's get into it. So how do you reveal a narcissist's true colors? Well, the narcissist, when you met them or they came across you in the beginning, they probably asked you a lot of questions. They love to talk about themselves. And you probably, fell for their mask in the beginning until when? Until you didn't. Until you sized up, 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 3. Something didn't add up in that particular relationship, that given creature, because I don't refer to narcissists as people. I refer to them as demonic, evil creatures. Now, with that said, yes, they do like to ask other questions of people, which is normal when you're getting to meet somebody and know somebody. That's fine, ask away. But the narcissist, they how should I say? It's a one-way conversation, right? Everything's a one-sided conversation with these creatures. That's why, once you sized up a narcissist and they've sized you up, you exit or you remove yourself from that equation. Now, with that all said, here are some questions that you can ask the narcissist when one attempts to draw you in with some love bombing. That's another red flag right there. I mean, people can be genuinely interested in you, but if they're a little bit too open, if they're a little bit too secretive, you just can figure something's not right, within a week or so, it's almost like you two are inseparable. It's take things slow with everybody you meet in this life. It doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be, even platonic, You just got to keep your pace till the right person comes along, if there should be any. Or you can walk this path alone. The ball's in your court now. It's not in the narcissist court anymore, thankfully. But I digress. Here's some of the things that you can ask them, which probably they didn't ask the majority of these questions to you to begin with. Ask them if their childhood was good. Now, I'm not saying that everyone who has had a bad childhood is a narcissist. Certainly not. I've had a wild childhood growing up with my divorced parents and, cops being called all the time. And my parents were they despise each other, let's put it that way. Or, I had one, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't have any relevance in this video, so. But, I'm just making a point that not everyone is a narcissist just based off of their upbringing alone, but it's what they do with that experience or experiences. How do they cultivate a new life for themselves? How do they wake up each morning? Do they wake up for the sake of doing good or for the sake of doing bad? How can they manipulate people? How can they destroy other people for their own benefit? How can they con someone else? A lot of abusers or narcissists in general, they most likely grew up or knew somebody, certainly, whether it be an ex or a family member or both, or a bunch of other things, or people as narcissists too, and that's kind of the way that they grew up and made themselves out to be, because unfortunately they take other people's ideas. The narcissist loves to steal and take and take and take, and so they'll even take away the antics from other people or other creatures, I should say, who have done them wrong, have not treated them right in life, whether it was childhood trauma or a failed marriage, narcissistic ex, something like that, or family estrangement. I get it all, but Ask them if their parents loved each other, about loved ones who have passed away. Do they show any remorse, or do they show any sadness about any of that? Ask them about their failed relationships, like if they bring one up about, listen, the narcissist always loves to bring up their past exes, and either one or more of exes in their past, and they say about how horribly these people have done them wrong, which is justified, to express one's grievance. It's not pretty to talk about either. Like, I don't enjoy talking or listening to people's other struggles, but I have mine, and I do what I can to contribute and help other people jump through those hoops and those hurdles in life in order to get to where they be on this healing path. Okay? If I can do it, you can too. Just remember that before I go on. But do they blame their exes for everything? Because I know that their ex can be narcissists too. I certainly know that. But is there anything that they can or should have done differently? Because the narcissist is always a stuck-up, picture-perfect, person in their mind when they're not. So don't fall for that. And, I'm not saying give the other narcissistic person who is not even a part of your life, not even in your business probably, don't get too gung-ho about them, and don't feel or don't subject yourself to any triangulation. That's a big one, because when the narcissist tries to triangulate you with other exes, other family members, or anything like that, that's a big red flag that you want to just lose this person or this creature. That is the narcissist. You can't afford this blame shifting, the gaslighting, because they like to give their victims stonewalling, or the silent treatment rather, or both, and then they move on to the next person and use their resources up, and the cycle continues just like that. Ask them what they're grateful for. Are they grateful for you? Are they grateful for others around them, family, friends? Like, what's most grateful to them? Like, it can even be as simple as just waking up in the morning and having a fresh start, a new day ahead of them. Do they have any goals or aspirations in life? As I've said, what they're grateful for. But fast note, the narcissist cannot be grateful for anyone or anything. They just take whatever they can and they run with it. Okay? But these are some very good questions to be asking the narcissist, or the potential person who could be a narcissist. Okay? These are some vital questions that you must ask somebody when you're vetting them, so you don't fall into that same trap that I and so many others have. Perhaps it's you too. Maybe this is your first video, I can't tell you. But I'm grateful that you're here anyway with me. That's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for all my people who have stuck by me, some family and some good hard people within the community to lift me back up when I was down. I'm grateful to be alive after a life-altering incident back in 2018 wherein I broke my back, but I'm still talking into the camera, I'm still walking, I'm still breathing. That's what I'm grateful for. Is a narcissist grateful for anything? You gotta ask yourself that. You ask them, and then you come to your own conclusion after that. Because it's the little things in life that are probably the most things that are taken for granted. So it's not just a bad question to just ask what they're grateful for. Now, Ask them how they deal with ways in which they don't go picture perfect, or rather how to improve a situation. How do they fix it? How do they cope with their problems? Do they lash out? Do they throw rage fits? Do they whine? Or do they call you on the phone, and instead of expecting a two-sided reciprocal call, like, hey, how's your day going? And the first thing that the narcissist does is talk at a very fast pace and be like, oh, this person is blah 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 blah, and work was so bad. And if everything's so negative from the start and they're doing all the talking and not letting you get a word across, even though they're the ones who called you, even though they're the ones who ask you for help, what do I do here, etc. You're just nothing more than a sounding board to them, or at least I was. So do they let you talk when you're asking questions? Do they look at their reactions? A normal person will respond, but the narcissist will react. Remember how much I say that on this channel. Respond and do not react. And when they are acting out, you say, okay, I'm going to talk to you later or something. I got something to do. Like, okay. Because I remember how many times they hung up on you mid-conversation. No, I got to see my uncle from 40 years ago who I haven't talked to, and he lives 2,000 miles away. But yeah, I gotta get off the phone. But that's what these people will do. Now, with that all said, the narcissist will have fake responses to any and all of these questions. Do they have aspirations, hobbies? What are their hopes for the future? What do they wish to see? It can apply to any age, young, middle-aged, older. Everyone has to wish for something good to happen to them, certainly. But if it's all, how should I say, phony, unrealistic, because the narcissist is very, how should I say, self-absorbed, self-worshipping. They only seek out the approval of others who they know will just say yes, yes, yes. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, yes, Madame. Yes, sir. But the narcissist will have, they will have fake, insincere responses to any of all of these questions. Perhaps they'll even get triggered by just asking one question, and then what do you know? They hold it against you. They stonewall you, and they want to make you seem like you're a bad guy just for asking a simple question or vetting them. Like, great. Even though they can ask as many questions as they want about you and then hang up or, walk out of the room or something like that. But this is in the beginning when you're vetting the person. At that time, the creature, which you didn't know at the time, was a narcissist. So this is how you do it. So, in conclusion, guys, block, delete these people, go no contact, full no contact. I really mean that. With someone who doesn't care about anyone but themselves, who can't just, be reciprocal in a conversation, who doesn't love bomb you, but who authentically loves you, cares about you, even in the beginning. Just asks, are you all right? How was your night? How was your day? Whatever. The narcissist will rarely ever do that. I remember when I was, bringing my father to, the hospital to have his double knee replacement. The narcissist, they would never, that person would never ask about how he or I was even doing. I've talked about this before. But just to wrap this video up before I get any further, they can't love, they can't express empathy, they can't be realistic with you or anyone. They will deny, gaslight you, blame you, whatever. Even over one word. Remember that saying, at least in America, when you're having your Miranda rights, read to you, if you should be in any trouble, like anything you say can and will be used in a court of law. It's so true, especially with the narcissists, because they will hold anything and everything against you, no matter how small, no matter how trivial. But it's okay for them to have a bunch of red flags. So you must detect these red flags before you give your energy, your time, effort, etc. to anybody in this life now, because having gotten out of that narcissistic abusive relationship, you have cultivated a new life for yourself. You've started a new path. And you wouldn't want to waste it for another second on someone who doesn't give a damn about you, okay? So just be proactive like that. Their actions or lack thereof will all speak for itself. So with that, guys, I'm going to wrap it up right there. Remember to vet people closely. If it seems good to be true, it usually is. If it's too good to be true, it usually is. So have a great day, everybody. Hope this helps someone out there. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Mike, signing out right now. Take care. I love you all. Stay blessed, stay narcissistic free, and goodbye.